Hey, welcome back to engVid. Today we are looking at how to do emails well. A vital skill in today's modern world. It's not just for at work. We're looking at social emails and in general what makes emails different to letters and any other form of communication. The way you present yourself in an email can give a very strong or a very poor impression of you. So it's important that you communicate well by email because it's often the first thing people know of you before they meet you. So my top tips, I'm not saying that I follow these all the time. Some of my emails are atrocious. But this is like the golden standard that we're looking for. You want your emails to be clear, to the point. It's not the place for philosophizing and thinking about questions and discussion points. It's more kind of factual communication that we're looking for in an email. Succinct, yep. Why say in 32 words what you could say in 8 words? So you need to be rereading your emails to think, where can I shave off some words here to make this more punchy? Punctual. I once worked for someone who said that you should treat an email like a letter with a first-class stamp, i.e. you need to respond to it within 24 hours. Obviously, if it's a sales or marketing spam email, that doesn't apply, but it's a nice yardstick. Be polite and be considerate. Even if you're thinking something quite negative about the person you're writing to, you still need to try and write to them in a way that shows respect. First thing we're going to be looking at is how you start the email. Then we'll be looking at the first sentence in the email where you're saying like the purpose of the email, and we'll look at some key phrases for various different types of email and then how to finish it. Salutation, that means how to say hello. If you're writing to your partner, wife, husband, now I'm not going to give relationship advice, but just to kind of show some differences. You might put their name away. This is how you might say goodbye, thinking of you, or maybe you can be more poetic and then put your name. Obviously, your name is not my name. Well, it might be some Benjamins out there. If you're writing to a friend, hey, more North American. Hi, more British. Put their name. Might end with see you soon, and you might write that kind of in sort of text language like see ya soon. You might sort of abbreviate it, like, because if it's a friend you don't have to stick to formal rules of written English and then put your name. Work emails. Now if it's someone within your company, dear, and then what their name is. You definitely need to have your name at the bottom. Will look better if you've set up some sort of e-signature, but it's up to you how you sign off. You could just put the name without any kind of kind regards, thanks. So you can just, nice and clean, just put your name. But if you do want to have a sign off, then thanks. It's quite sort of generic. It works for many different occasions. You don't have to be thanking them for a Christmas present to write thanks. It can mean sort of thanks in advance for doing something, or maybe kind regards. But kind regards is quite formal for someone who works in the same organization, especially if you see them all the time. You can abbreviate that to KR. So you'd probably just see the KR, just so you know what that means. If you're writing to someone in a position of authority outside of your company, then dear, and then if you know their title and name, then put it, their surname we're looking for here. If you don't know their name, then it's dear sir or madam. Okay? At the end, kind regards, and then you put both of your names, and then preferably an e-signature if you've got one, if you're looking to promote whoever you're working for. Okay, let's have a look how to do that first sentence. Okay, cool. So we have said hello. Now we need to write something. So the first sentence is the why you are writing, the purpose of the email. Okay, so there's some different ways of doing this. I am writing to. Now, if you're applying for a job, you could say, I am writing to apply for the position of. I am writing to apply for the position of. You might be writing a complaint. I'm writing to complain. I am writing to suggest, a suggestion. Okay, lots of different purposes, but this is your basic pattern at the beginning. I am writing to. Or if someone has been trying to call you, you could say, I'm sorry, I was not able to take your call yesterday. Or, I'm sorry for the delay in answering your email. Yep, I am sorry I was not able, or I'm sorry for ... Okay, I'm writing to, or an apology, or if someone has written to you about something specific, like, I don't know, a faulty piece of machinery. Dear so-and-so, in reference to your complaint about the electric oven, I can confirm ... So in reference to means this is about something you have told me about. Okay? Right. And you are? So this is more if you are writing to someone that you don't know that well. Maybe they're a new contact. Maybe you have watched my video on networking and you have got an introduction to someone and you're sending them an email. So it was great to meet you last night at such and such a bar. And then you would go into why you enjoyed meeting them or something you spoke about, and then maybe a link to your website or something. Or further to our phone conversation on such and such a date. So further to means, so we had this and now we've got this. So the first step was the phone call and now we're writing. Or following our email correspondence on the 1st of October, I'm writing again to see if anything has changed. Okay, we're just going to have a quick pause, pressing the pause button, because if you're learning something from this, this is you know, the absolute best phrases you can use in emails. If you're finding it of benefit, then do me a favor and subscribe and get the notifications, and so you get each video from me. Attachments. So you've got the basic email, but you want someone to see a document too, and you have attached it. So you might say, please find attached. Now we've got one of these is in the passive and one of them is in the active. Please find attached. So the attachment, something has, you know, it's just been someone's done it, but it wasn't us. So this is the passive and this is the active. I have attached it to the email. Two different options. This is more common. Sometimes emails have to convey bad news. So you might write, please accept my apologies for, or if it's really bad news, something like this. We regret to inform you that your son did not pass their exam and he needs to resit them or something. Okay, I've got a little bit more for you. Sometimes in emails, you might need to ask the other person to do something. Could you send back a copy of the report? Could you do this? Could you do that? Or please do this, please do that. A more formal construction, I would be grateful if you or I would appreciate it if. Okay, so depending on the relationship as to whether we go for the simpler option or the more formal one. And then towards the end, you might need to say something like, do let me know if you have any further questions. Further meaning more. Do let me know if you have any further questions. Or do let me know if you have any concerns. Should we write concerns there? Concerns are worries. Should you require any more information about this, please do not hesitate to contact me. Hesitate meaning to wait. Don't wait. Do it straight away. Why not do the quiz straight away so you try and remember all of these great phrases from today's lesson? Hope it's been of use. If you want any private tuition, I have limited availability, but you can go through my website, honeyourenglish.com. Thanks.